Board, Dr. Baker, Dr. Martin. I may need an extension, I'm just warning you. There are many broken parts in the Spotsy.
I'm sorry, could you state your name and your voting district,
I'm
please?
sorry. My name is April Gillespie. I'm in the Berkeley District. My school board member is Aaron Gramp, and you said my address? No? Okay. All right. There are many broken parts in the Spotsylvania County public school system. The students and parents sit with the burden while the school board has the responsibility of fixing things and mending bridges. You can change or amend the student code of conduct all you want. If the administration is not following it, it does no good. According to the newly revised student code of conduct, the principal will determine whether laws have been broken. How is a principal qualified to determine law infractions? That should be up to the SRO. That is what they do. Well, they could if they would get rid of the MOU Dr. Baker has created. Just to be clear, it is not mandatory to have an MOU between school and sheriff. It is recommended by the state. Level 1 through 3 behaviors should have more details as to what that includes. What are level 1 through 3 behaviors? And who determines what those behaviors fall under, what category they fall under? Some of the school board members, along with the superintendent, continue to say they are unaware of discipline problems within our schools. Well, I, along with others, have been speaking here, emailing, calling for months. So now you know. Take, for example, the 5th grade at Riverview, adopting their own discipline policy of 3 strikes, you're out, which was not in the student code of conduct I signed. Yet the administration allowed it, to the point they were wanting to take their graduation from students. That's horrible. How could you even, with the opioid epidemic we have right now? Not a good idea. Thankfully, they retracted that, thankfully. All we hear is how we need more money from finance, or we need more mental health professionals, or more administration. Stop throwing it off on other departments. Follow the conduct. That is free, and that is what will work the best. As to Ms. Gramp, who is sadly not here tonight, addressing my comment at the last meeting with, "This is why we added more positions," thinking this will fix the problem. Mental health is only a piece of it. As a parent who actually has children in these schools, I can tell you that our kids need help. They walk into a prison every day where passing SOLs and being fully accredited takes highest priority. You were supposed to be my school board member, my school board representative. You just brushed my concerns for my child off and then laughed. As for the Berkeley District, we have no representation on the school board. Just a few meetings ago, it was stated that Sodexo has gotten rid of the cheese sandwich as to end lunch shaming. This is nothing short of a lie. I'm assuming for PR purposes. For instance, Johnny receives his lunch, he types in his number, he receives his hot meal, he goes to the line where he then meets the cash register lady. The cash register lady sees his account in front of her and she says, "Oh, Johnny, you don't have any money on your account." They then take his hot meal from him, they throw it in the trash in front of everyone, and then give him a cold cheese sandwich. That is just sick to do that to a child. Recently, my child was mistaken with another student for not having funds on his meal account. He was not only meal shamed, had his food taken from him, but was then given nothing in return. No food, nothing to eat. How many of the 25,000 students in Spotsy schools have this experience? According to staff, this happens all of the time. It takes a special kind of person to take food from a child. Yet we talk about starving children in other countries. We have them right here. Furthermore, no one should be ethically or morally be demanding an apology from any school board member for simply asking a question about a conflict of interest. This is part of a school board member's job. There are lists of parents on social media complaining about the food service and the quality of the food from Sodexo, whom you just approved another contract for. About out of time, I think.
Ms. Gillespie, forgive you for interrupting, but just let you know that your time has expired.
Motion to give her extended time.
Second.
Thank you.
Aye.
I appreciate that. There are lists of parents on social media complaining about the food service and the quality of the food from Sodexo, whom you just approved another contract for. I'm not scared to ask this question. Why do we have committees, calendar committee, recommendation committee, made up of people that have children receiving awards, staff receiving checks, and people who work for the school system? There are hardly any parents on these committees. The parents' opinions are the ones you should want to hear the most. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Is there anyone else in the audience that would care to speak this evening?